We're encouraging kids and parents out there alike to be themselves despite all of the pressure of social media messages and pressures coming from everywhere else.
And here to talk more about our BU movement is our own Dannika Lewis. This is an interesting conversation.
It really is an important one to have. Here's the deal, though. We want to take over Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram feeds, whatever it is, with a very different kind of message, not one that just tells you who to be, what kind of person to be, but one that celebrates who you are right now, which is super important. And the hashtag BU hopefully will help spread that message a little bit more. You may remember last week we introduced you to Maria Carvalho, who exemplifies that to a T and shows her students at Savannah Oaks Middle in Verona just how important it is to be proud of who they are. Now, we have that story up on channel3000.com, but while we were there, we wanted to ask some of the students what they think of the concept. Here's some of what they had to say.
You should just want to be yourself, and however you are born, you should just want to stick with that.
Yeah. I feel like that comes like with time and like self-reflection and stuff.
And like a good group of friends that keep telling you it's okay to be here.
Motivate you.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you have to be, like, at school, you have to be a different person than you are at home, and just, like, I don't really like that.
It's all about self-confidence and, like, just making sure you can feel the best that you can feel and not trying to be good for anybody else.
I think, like, the scariest part of school is, like, what negative impact people can do to you, but there's also like a lot of people that can, like, that want to like be nice to you and be your friend.
There's like a lot of peer pressure like at school and on social media to like influence you to like do this and like be that way, but like once you like find your purpose and find where you belong and stuff, it's way easier to be yourself.
Yeah, I think social media plays a big part in, like, being yourself, because you always want to be, like, the best. Well, that's kind of like me. I kind of want to be, like, best at school, like, funniest person in school. But, and on, like, Instagram, you look at these people, and they're doing, like, way better. So sometimes it, like, brings me down. And sometimes you just gotta push that out of the way and do what you want to do.
Like with followers and likes and stuff, like sometimes people like just like think that like their self-worth is like tied up like in likes and like follows and comments and stuff, but like really it's not.
Yeah, like how you said, like with the follower thing, like people want to have more followers and likes than the other person, and then if you have more followers and likes than the other person, then that brings the other person down.
A lot of people thrive off of like having a lot of likes and followers, which bring a lot of like where they think they're higher in power than other people, which bring a lot of people down because of that.
Just make sure everything you say to someone will build them up instead of knocking them down, and try to build them up until they can get the highest that they can get, and then maybe one day someone will help you with something different, and that just shows that what goes around comes around.
So these were 6th, 7th, and 8th graders?
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
It really is when you listen to some of the insight that they have, and I know
the wisdom that they have
and the awareness that they have of what kind of effect social media can have and what they're just not going to let it have. I mean, that's really the encouraging part here. We want to make sure parents know, like, your kids can do this. Have the conversations with them. Make sure that they're aware that you want to be a part of the conversation, too.
I was just going to say, you could replicate that exact same thing around your kitchen table with your kids and their friends.
10,000%.
Yeah.
And I think we think it's so tough to sit down and have these tough conversations with our kids that they don't want to open up about it. But fact is, they want to be heard.
Yeah, apparently they do.
Yeah, exactly. And one way that all of us can be heard is maybe using this hashtag. There it is, BU. You can actually print out your own version of this on channel3000.com too if you want. But what we're doing is encouraging people to share their own BU, whether it's a video or a picture or drawing, whatever it is, post it on social media. We want to see it, and hopefully we'll be able to share some of those. We have all of that information up on channel3000.com.
It's more important now than ever.
No kidding. Yeah.
Danica, keep up the
Thank
good
you,
work.
Danica.
Thank you guys.
Go back now. Take a nap.
All right, yes,
We'll really
thank
start
you.
tomorrow. We'll be right back. Stay with us.